Hi, good evening. Happy Tuesday afternoon, evening. Welcome to Chocolate One. My name's Beth, and I love to create. I love to share that with people. So if you're hopping on, please like and follow my Facebook page. Sprinkle this, which means S-H-A-R-E, to your other crafty DIY friends, and we'll do a fun pasting project. I'm going to do that right now. And I didn't, I'll wait for this to come up here. Here we go. We'll see if some folks hop on. There we go. I had a great day today. I hope you did too. We are going to do this beautiful transfer. One child, one star, one night. Easy peasy, but simple and beautiful. So I'm going to remove our Blessed Day with Grace and Gratitude, and so I can take the spot where this, more like a fall Thanksgiving type sign was, and replace it with our one child, one star sign. So what you do is, our chalk is paste in paste form, so it goes on wet and dries to a hard matte finish. And these surfaces are Chalk Couture boards. They're reusable. So you spray some water on them, and then we're just gonna scrape up and get most of the paste off. And I just love this about Chalk Couture's product is the reusability of everything. So I have a smaller home. I don't have a lot of room for lots of different pieces. I definitely don't have room to store things. So for me, it's just great fun to be able to just recreate. Okay, so we've got the beginnings of that scraped up. Now just grab a paper towel and I'm going to wipe this off. Go over here, wipe up the chalk that was on there. The little clumps we found, we scraped up. Give it a rub. And now, there's a little bit left on there. So what I'm going to do is give it another little spritz. And then take my half a board eraser. Hi Jade, how are you tonight? Let's see, if I have to look over here to see what people are saying. Thank you for showing how to clean your surface and reuse it. You're so welcome. I love that about these surfaces. And so when you do this, there's a little bit of texture on this board. You can see I'm still getting some of that paste up. Let me squeeze that out. You may still see some of the ghosting in there, but once you dry it, it goes away. It kind of reminds me of, you know, when we were kids and we had those magic markers where you would lift the cellophane sheet, you would draw on it with a little plastic pencil, and then you would lift it up and it would all disappear like magic. That's what this reminds me of. I don't know. I think I'm just a kid at heart. And dry it, and it's brand new. Ready to go. Now I like to hit it with the heat dryer or the quick dry tool too, just to finish that off. I don't want any moisture under here when we go to lay our new chalk down. There we are. So you can see we have a brand new surface ready to go. Okay. And while I'm fuzzing and talking, I'm thinking about chalk colors. I kind of have an idea. Let me find my marker. When was this? When did this come out? This came out in 19, so I wonder, I'm not sure. I'm just going to put 2019 over here. I wasn't even with Chalk Couture in 2019. I joined in 2020, the end of September, so just over a year. And did you know that on the back of all of our transfers are directions on how, what your steps are to doing a project? If you're new and you think, oh, well, how am I supposed to do this again? Everything's right there for you. And I just write back on the backer sheet. Try that a little bit. So that after I wash my transfer, I know which side goes up. I want to be able to read the word back. This one's stuck down really good. And you always pull straight up or side to side, not on a diagonal. This is a really sticky transfer. They kind of vary sometimes. I think depending on the year they were in production or made. Set this aside for just a second. We have a big meeting tomorrow at work all about the CMS guideline. I don't usually talk about things like that on here, but really not happy with what the government is mandating for people to do if it's something they don't want to do. So I just need to pray about that tonight a lot. So I thought I'd start with the child. He's good to pray to. Oh yay, CMS. Right, Jane? Give me a break. We're a very rural office, and we have a lot of employees that do not want the vaccine. And I don't think people should be forced to choose that or their job. So we shall see what happens. That's all I'll say about it. This isn't the right forum to get off on that. This is about relaxing and chalking and having fun. There's plenty of time to worry about things, but let's have some fun. I think this is a very, very sticky transfer. So I'm going to keep going because the reason I'm putting fuzz on it, when I go to lay it down on that non-porous surface, it's going to really stick, and it's going to, when I go to pull it up, it could stretch. And then I've distorted my transfer, and I don't want to do that. So I'm really loading it up heavily with lint. I think that feels better. I'm going to check for where my hook is at the top. That's where I want it, not on the side or upside down. We're just going to lay our little guy on here. Line them up the best I can, make it even everywhere, and then push it down and get the air out. It came on a little bit early tonight. Came on at 4:30 because I'm going to need to help Bill with puppy duty here pretty soon. So I think we'll do, this would be really pretty in one color, like just in white or gold. I love gold on the black, you know. I had a gold and black week last week or the week before. But I think I'm going to, maybe blue. I wanted to see, we've got some choices. I have this pretty colonial blue. Not sure how, just not sure how well it'll show up. And then I was thinking our shimmer silver. So let me grab that. Or we could do gold. I think silver, though. I think silver goes better with the blue. Grab a couple of stir sticks and get these stirred together. This is an old formula shimmer silver. I think it's the first one I ever opened. It's a little bit thick, so I'm going to add some distilled water to it. If you need to thin out your chalk paste a little bit, please make sure to use distilled water so you don't introduce anything organic into it that could cause a fungus or mold to grow. A bit more. And they stir up a little bit differently than the old chalk paste, the shimmers do. But they do absorb that water, so it's fine to do that. And let's see how our lake shore looks. The other color I was thinking, so we're doing shimmers, is the Shimmer Splash. But like I said, I don't know. We'll test it and see. And if I don't like it, then we'll go with a lighter color. This might just be too dark. It's surprising sometimes how well the shimmers do show up though. So we're going to do the words 1, 1, and 1. Let's just test that. Let's test the Shimmer Splash out on like a little tiny star right here. If I don't like it, I'll just wipe it off and redo it. I think it's going to be too close to the color of the board. Yeah, it doesn't show up. So let me wipe that off and dry it. All right, well, that was a good try. So we're not going to use the Shimmer Splash. We'll save that for something else. Maybe good old Ocean Mist for a nice light blue. I had that out yesterday, I thought. No, we did inks yesterday. There it is. Because I do kind of want those blue, I think. You know, I'm really liking the blues this year for Christmas. I have yet to put up my Christmas decorations. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. Hi, Shelley. How are you doing tonight? Thank you, Jane. Yeah. All right, so we're going to do, let's do our words. Let's do the 1 in our words 1, Here's a 1. And a little 1. I'm going to get these little lines in silver too. I think that'll be nice. And then, and maybe we'll get these little accent pieces here. And over here. So it's the last day of the month to get in on this quarter's designer kit, if anybody's interested in that. It's a cute one. Get the little, I'm gonna get that star. Get our little dots. Do you see how easy this is? It's so easy. I shouldn't say that till I'm done. So we got a little glitter, a soft hint of blue on this beautiful midnight black frame. Go through and scrape up your excess. Looks pretty good. Okay, and we're going to pull it up. Looks great. Wonder if the gold would have stood out a little bit better on, well, I don't know. Oh, it looks really good when I hold it away from myself. Really pretty. Did you, so you see how easy that was? I like to look over here and see. Oh, I love it. I got paste on my frame. Wipe that off. Okay, I'm going to wash this transfer. I'll show you how I do that. Put these pastes away. I love that I can come in here and whip out a project because I enjoy doing this, but I don't have to spend a lot of time doing it. Let me set this aside for just a second. It looks really nice. I have my tub of water here, and I'm using the board eraser that we use to wipe the chalk off the board with. I like to cut them in half and use the straight edge to come down over my transfer and take the chalk off the front of it. And then flip it over. Remember all that fuzz we put on there? I'm going to take the board eraser and wipe that, and it comes right off. And if you're at home, I'm only doing it in this tub because I'm, you know, have the slide going, but I just take it right to the kitchen sink and do it. Okay, now I'm going to grab my fuzzing cloth. I'm going to use the micro, it has, the fuzzing cloth has two sides. It has a microfiber side and a terry cloth side. So I'm going to take the microfiber side, set it down, and dab it off. Actually, I'm going to take another one and dry it off. Get most of that water off of there. And then then flip it over. Do the same thing over here. If you're going to let this air dry, then you want to make sure that you're air drying it the shiny, sticky side up. It's pretty dry. I'm going to put the backer sheet back on it. So I'll show you how I do that. Remember we wrote the word back on this, so I want that facing me. And I think the easiest way to put your backer sheet, your protective sheet back on it, is to lay your transfer flat instead of bringing your transfer to the backer sheet. And then I just line up the top corners and go down, and we're good. So that's ready to go. I save my cellophane envelopes. Some people put their transfers in binders. But I hang them. I have a grid wall here in my office, and I hang them there so I have the inspiration looking at me. So I say these, when I first got these, I didn't know that there was like a little flap, a seal, and I cut everything off the top. So those are in binders, those my early chocolate tour. And this is ready to go 8 to 10 more times. So 8 to 11 times. So that's gonna get hung back up on my grid wall. And these, you know, this would be a cute t-shirt also. The one we did the other day, I think would be really cute. Where is it? Oh, this piece one. I think that would make a really cute t-shirt. Set this over here. And let's get our project back out. And I'll just let this air dry. One child, one star, one night. I like it. So, let's see if we have any questions. Hi, Wendy. Thanks for joining. So that's it for tonight, friends. A very quick live. You don't have to have a lot of time. You just 10-15 minutes, you know, to go in get a few little supplies out and clean up, and everything's done. So super easy. If you have questions about Chocolate Tour and you want more information, please drop me a message and I'll be sure to get back in touch with you. But until we chalk and talk again, take good care.